For over 45 years, CQG has been the leading technology provider for participants in the futures, fixed income, and equity markets. Commercials use CQG in the agricultural markets. Traders and exchanges use CQG in the cryptocurrency markets. Today, CQG execution technologies include algorithmic trading. Now, onto the topic of this video. This video details the CQG Integrated Client Backtesting module. Use science to take your trading to the next level. Here is a list of topics that will be covered. To start, we introduce the Formula Builder. There are 5 tabs on the Formula Builder. First are Q formulas, which are used for spreads. Conditions, which are true or false situations based on studies or bar values, whatever you want. User values, where you can set a constant. Custom studies allow you to create your own custom studies and plot them on a chart and use them in trade systems. And then finally, the topic of this video, building a trade system. Now, to learn more about these details, you can always access the CQG help file. Go over here to the question mark in the top right-hand corner, changes your cursor to a question mark, click in here, and you got Q formulas, creating conditions and user values, creating custom studies, and creating trade systems. So let's start out creating a new trading system. This example is going to be a very simple trading system. It'll be a moving average crossover, as most of the steps in creating the trading system are very much the same. And so we want to start with something simple as a starting point. So we click New. We give our trading system a name. I'll call this Cross. Now we'll need to open the toolbox to access the functions. We'll click over here to set the rules for our entry. I'll call it Long 1. And this will be where we're going to put in the signal. We can use as long or short, or we can turn it off. The first thing we want to determine is what kind of an order type do we want to use. We have 4 choices, market, limit, stop, and stop limit. Now a market order could be based on a condition like a moving average crossover of a short-term moving average over a longer-term moving average, or it could be a limit price. That is, if the market trades at a certain price under certain conditions, then the order would be initiated as a limit order, or we could use a stop order, or we could use a stop loss order. We'll use a market order here. And then we have day order type and good till cancel. For our signal, we'll be using the toolbox. First thing we want to do is remove the 1. And the toolbox has all the bar values that you would want to use. So if you look at here on bar values, you see all these different types of chart types. Click on bar, all the different choices available for bar values. But we're going to use a study. So we'll click on the study and we'll scroll down here to moving averages. So here's the moving average. It's a simple moving average, 200 bar look back. We're not going to want the envelope, the top envelope and the bottom envelope, just simply the moving average. So I click Insert, and you can see it's now inserted into the signal box. Now the buy signal would be one moving average crossing above the second moving average. So I come up here and I click Cross Above, then I add the second moving average. Now I can select this and I can change the moving average values for the two. So I want 7 and 21. It's recommended that you work from the toolbox at first, and that ensures that you'll always have the right formulas used for your signal. So once again, the signal is the 7-period simple moving average crosses above the 21-period moving average. Then next we would set the price, and the default is the close. But what would be better is to modify the signal that it's the previous bar's value. So we just select this, offset, and you can see we now are using the previous close on the 7-period. Do the same thing, offset. And then for the price, we can use, delete this, type in open, and open parenthesis, and you'll get the @ sign for the symbol. And our last setting is the size. The default is 1, but we could change it to 5. Or you can use a formula to determine the size. Okay, at this point we've created a signal to enter the market. We're going to trade it on the open price, and we've set the size. So we have our entry signal. Now we need an exit signal. So clicking on exits, click new, and this gives us our choices of what we would want to use for an exit signal. Custom, money management, break even, dollar risk trailing, percent risk trailing, profit target, and entry stop. As this is a classic moving average crossover system, we're going to use custom, and we'll call it reverse. And so the signal would be the opposite of the entry signal. So we click OK, and we want to use the same entry signal. We'll just copy and paste this for the exit. Paste this in here. Select this, cross above, and we'll change it to cross below. Now, we don't want to take on too much risk, so let's add another. We'll put in stop loss. And we'll put in an amount of $5,000. To understand all of the details of these various exit types, you can go to CQG's help file, click on Trade System Exits, and this table will walk you through all the details of each of the trade system exits. So that completes our entry signal for the long trades. Now we will create a short sell signal. Set it to short. We're going to use the same crossover signal and exits. So we'll just copy this, come over here, place this there, and it's a reverse. The price will be on the open. and the size will be 5. And then for the exit, again, we'll copy the signal from the entry and reverse it. That completes building our trading system using the moving average crossover rules. Next, we'll click and add this to the toolbar button. And you can see it here, cross. So let's close these windows. And one of the really great things about CQG is a trading system is treated like a study on the chart. So if we just click cross, and here we have the chart is annotated with the signals, and then we have all of the relevant statistics, which we'll go over shortly. So here's the trading system applied to a chart, and I'm going to zoom in on this so that you can see the annotations on the chart. So here's an example of a short sell signal. It occurred on the close of this bar. We went short on the opening of this bar and the signal. Down here we can see what our open trade equity was. Then the crossover occurred here. We reversed on this bar, and then we were stopped out on this bar, the next bar, and unfortunately missed this trade. So it's very important that you look at the chart and the trading signals that you see displayed from the system to verify that yes, your signals are occurring on the chart in the way you expect them to. Next, we'll review down here the statistics from the trading system. Graphically, we can see this green line is the open trade equity, and these green histogram bars are the closed net profit, or if it was a series of losses, they would be red. Now, to review these statistics, we'll look to the help file again. To understand the statistics, we can go to the help file, scroll down to backtesting, and then selecting display characteristics. And you'll have this table here that gives you explanations for those statistics. You can export all of this data to Excel by right-clicking here, select Tabular Display, select the tops of the columns, hit key combination Control-C, come over to Excel, hit key combination Control-V, and here's all the data. You can also export the trades. Select them all, Control C, copy and paste. During the course of this video, you were introduced to a number of sections in the CQG help file to aid you in your understanding of developing a trading system. Another very good source of information are articles penned by CQG product specialist Helmut Mueller, and you can find these on the CQG website. Go to cqg.com, scroll down to the bottom, click on News, then click on Blogs, click on Coding, and here are a collection of articles written by Helmut, including his super template. This is a template to get you started. You can download a pack here at the bottom, and you can work with this. So it is not a trading system, it's a template to get you started using CQG's backtesting and trading system. Thank you for watching.